Hey guys, Crystal from Brought to You by Mom here, and a huge thank you to Shaylee from Shaylee and Baby for having me on the series here for just body image after baby and talking about, you know, our journeys and what it's like to be back in our bodies after literally 9 to 10 months of just growing a human being and watching our bodies change and become different, but also different in a good way. And it's hard. It's something that, I won't lie, it was difficult for me to accept, because you're literally going from being a certain size to possibly be something different now. I mean, your hips have changed, your just overall demeanor has changed, your appearance. I mean, I've even noticed like my face has changed even a little bit. So it's kind of been a little bit crazy, but it's been one awesome ride in the long run. So I am a mom of two. I have a toddler who is 2 years old, my daughter, and then I also have my son that was just born in February of 2014, who's just about 11 weeks right now. So goodness, I mean, after having Annie, our daughter, who's 2, I had a really difficult time with the whole gaining weight that I did with her. I gained a lot of weight with her. I just didn't really watch what I was eating. I didn't work out while I was pregnant in a sense of, you know, getting up and walking, and I just was kind of laxical. I actually was laid off when I was about 4 months pregnant, and it devastated me, and I just kind of spent my days on the couch just depressed, because here I am pregnant and I am about to have a baby and I have no job. I was a career woman. I had planned on completely going back to work after having the baby, and then here I am suddenly finding myself jobless and now about to be a mother at the same time. So I was just like absolutely, like I said, devastated, and I ended up gaining like 60 pounds. It was crazy. So I had a really hard time after having her. I had a lot of stretch marks. I had a lot of extra skin, and I still have that extra skin to this day. And I just had a really hard time even trying to lose the weight. I had applied for a couple different like Biggest Loser type things that were online with different mommy communities and things like that, and even had tried to work out on my own, but just nothing was really giving. And I think it was because I was still in that funk. I was still in that feeling of just depression and feeling like I wasn't having enough self-worth of myself. So when I got pregnant with my son, I kind of woke up a little bit. I was like, you know what, this isn't a good image for my daughter. My daughter's now almost 2. She's starting to look up to me as a body image, and like she would come into the bathroom with me and get ready in the morning, and she was always like, "Mama, you're so pretty." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks, hon." But you know, I realized in my daughter's eyes I am beautiful, and that's what mattered. You know, my husband didn't change how he looked at me. My daughter has admiration for me. What is my problem? So yeah, when I got pregnant with my son, I mean, I just was like, you know what, this is enough. I'm not going to be this just down in the dumps person anymore. And I really made an opt to change this year who I am emotionally, physically, spiritually, and really took a trek to be a better example for my kids and just for my husband and for everybody. So thankfully, I don't even know how this happened other than just eating healthier and being more in tune with my body and being more in tune with myself. I only gained 14 pounds with my son this last pregnancy, and I was able to pretty much walk out of the hospital with it mostly gone. And I mean, I'm not saying that to like brag or anything like that, but it felt good. You know, it was just awesome. And then after that, I was continuing to lose weight. People were like, "Man, you're looking great, Crystal. You're doing great." And I struggled with breastfeeding. I actually recently just had to stop breastfeeding because I'm not producing any more milk, and I have a low lactation problem. So I was kind of starting to slip into that body betrayal feeling and that body image thing as soon as the whole breastfeeding issue began. And I felt it, and I saw it coming, and I was like, no, I'm not going to be that. I have given birth to 2 amazing children. I am loved by them, and I have done so good at this far, even though it's been a few months, you know, losing the baby weight as much as I could and getting back down to the weight I was when I got married, and which even then wasn't perfect, but it was a lot better than where I was before, and I was just fighting to lose this weight. So I was able to at least pick myself back up and realize that it's not just about losing the weight and eating healthier and things like that. A lot of it was finding me and finding that inner beauty that I could just project, and realizing that getting up in the morning and, you know, getting my hair done a little bit or putting on my makeup. No, it's not perfect every day. I have two children I'm running around with, but at the same time, I still try to just at least get dressed, get showered, and just feel pretty, you know, feel pretty for me, feel pretty for my husband, feel pretty for my kids, and realize that I am beautiful. And it's not just about necessarily my body image, but my attitude. And when I wake up with that attitude of, you know what, today is going to be an awesome day and I am beautiful, and look at my family, it's amazing, I feel like I shine from the inside out. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's just realizing and embracing that this has been a journey, and it's not necessarily something that has ruined you or your body. It has made you a better person. It has blessed your soul, which in the long run, that's what we outlive anyway. Our bodies fade away, but our souls live forever, so in my opinion. So I think it's just about feeding your soul and being as best of a positive influence to your family and those around you and yourself as much as possible. So that's my journey. I hope it has maybe inspired you out there. And I just hope that all of you new mamas and mamas who are having babies again and all that stuff, that you just realize that you are beautiful. You're a mother. That's the most beautiful thing you can ever be on this earth. So thanks for listening, and thanks again to Shaylee from Shaylee and Baby, and we will see you guys later. Bye.